All right, guys, Armchair Engineer 85. It's been a good while since I made a video. Today is the first day of spring. So, I don't know, the sled season around here has been over for about 2 weeks. I think March 2nd was the last day of sledding locally here. And then they started closing the trails, and snow's just been intermittent and not good enough. And anyway, so if you remember this project here, this was the 2015 Skidoo Renegade XRS 850R, or sorry, 800R. And it was, Project McDoo, the McDoo as they call them. So you're probably looking at it here going, what the hell happened to it? I've owned this sled now for 3 seasons, and it's not my only sled. I have the 2020, same thing, Renegade XRS 850. It's in the beautiful Manta green. I just love these loud, vibrant colors. But I finished this sled up here, and unfortunately this year I was riding it and it just shut off. And immediately when it died on me, I thought, oh, well, maybe I hit the kill switch. Well, I checked it and I thought, okay, I didn't hit the kill switch. But I did notice when the sled died, and I was doing about a 3/4 pull on a straightaway. I wasn't going wide open throttle. I wasn't beating on it. The dash, or the cluster, which isn't here right now, it totally went dead. So this was about the second week of January. I tried to start it, and the starter just kept clicking. It wouldn't roll the engine over. I went, oh shit. I went to the pull start down there, and I tried to rope it over, and it was locked tight. So I went, oh my God, I've seized the engine. I don't know what the hell happened. I had plenty of oil. When I rebuilt the engine, I did it to spec. There was nothing crazy. I used good fuel. I used good fuel additives. So I ended up getting a tow back to my house with the sled, and I started digging into it. I was able to do a compression test before I had everything tore apart. I was able to get in and do the PTO side, and that's usually the side that goes bad the most. And it's because it's doing more of the heavy lifting with the clutch here on the side, and I was getting great PSI. So I went, okay, this is good. Maybe it has nothing to do, maybe it's something else. I should forget to mention that when I got home, I got a breaker bar on the end of the clutch, and I was able to free it up so it was unlocked. So I thought, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I've unlocked it. The pistons are going up and down. I had good compression on the PTO side, so I had to tear everything apart to get access to the mag side. I did that. I did a compression test. Boom, 30 psi. So I went ahead and I took the head off. I took the whole sled apart, and this is what I found. So as I showed you here, this is the PTO side. It's in not bad shape. This had about 850 kilometers since my last rebuild. And then you can see in here, I'm gonna get a light on this. It's not doing it any justice, but just let me grab a light. Yeah. And we'll have a good look at it. Look. There we go. Try and get the shadows out of the way. There we go. So you can see the top of the piston there is completely destroyed. Top of this piston here is not bad. And let's see, I'll get the cylinder is, so like I said, I unlocked it, but you can see down here, the cylinder is completely destroyed. There is heavy grooves, like right there. Yeah, that's a huge gouge right there. Even though this is a good side piston here, like, I don't know, man, there's a lot of play in this piston. I don't know if that would be considered piston slap. Yeah, look at there. And what I'm thinking is that the piston ring broke, or the piston wrist pin bearing retaining clip broke, and then it came loose and it destroyed everything. I don't have the head right now. It's in my other garage outside, but obviously the dome here, it looked just like the top of this. It was completely destroyed. Yeah, and then this side was fine. It had nice browning so that it was getting a nice burn. I don't know if I can see it here, but I actually did notice that there's a crack. I don't know if you can see it there, but there is a crack on the good side in one of the cylinder liners. So like I said, looking here at the good side, and there's quite a bit of, yeah, rocking back and forth. I don't know if the pistons and the monoblock were sized accordingly. I bought them from not a BRP dealer, but from a reputable dealer, so I thought. And I had assumed, I don't have a bore gauge, so I couldn't check them, nor a micrometer, so I couldn't check the piston to wall clearance to make sure everything was fine. They were brand new, and I'm not sure if something went on there, and maybe that's why the piston ring broke or the retaining clip came loose. So anyways, I'm not sure. I built this engine to spec. Everything seemed fine. I had the factory manual. I took great pride in it. I always ran good fuel, always ran XPS oil. You know, I always let it warm up. That's a big thing too. I put it in its break-in mode. Gosh, like I don't know what to tell you. I never let it overheat. There's another one. And yeah, about 850 kilometers, and it blew up on me. So what a shame. But we're not going to let this thing go to waste. I did put it up for sale just to see what I could get for it. And I kept getting about, I don't know, $2,000 offers. And it just, to me, I didn't want to sell it for $2,000. I thought, screw that, I'll rebuild it. So we're going to do another video series here. We're going to try a different route this time than rebuilding this on our own. We're going to pull this engine out, and I am going to tear it down. And I'm going to show you guys exactly, we're going to find out what went wrong, and we're going to see if the bottom end's still good, and then we're going to go from there. So if this happens to you, or if this is of any help to you, that you have a video series on it, and yeah, everything's good. And it's not like it sucked anything up either, so it's not even, it's completely, and there's a little piece here which some people, it's loose. Some people have said that that's the retaining clip for the wrist pin bearing. Anyways, we're going to check it out. I was disappointed with this side here that there was a crack there. I thought, okay, what's going on here? But yeah, listen to that. That shouldn't be. And I know that it wasn't doing that when I rebuilt it. Anyways, part of this rebuild of the sled is we're going to have a bit of fun with it. It is the McDoo. I absolutely love this generation and color scheme that they came out with back in 2015. We're going to have a bit of fun with it. We're going to do some upgrades to it that I think will really help it stand out, and that maybe some of the upgrades that I feel that the sled should have had. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you upgrades we're going to do, and we're going to pull this engine out, and then I'm going to show you a different avenue that you can do other than rebuilding the engine. Okay? See ya.